ZebecNET signups are now live for all of the users for a partnership that they did in the summer that has now been launched. So let's discuss that in today's video. Hey guys, Foxy's Trading here, back with another crypto video for you guys. And today we are back talking about Zebec and ZebecNET, right? The signups are now live. They did in August announce that they are teaming up with World Mobile Team to launch ZebecNET. And in today's video, I'm going to be breaking down what this is. But before I do that, I do want to answer the question that I'm going to get, because I get it in every single video, every single week, is that why is price not pumping when new things are happening? Well, first of all, this is just the sign up, right? This is the start of a project, but also these news events are not pump events, right? Price will not just pump in a bearish market. And it is not just Zebec. There's people saying, oh, it is the same thing over and over, but price is not pumping. Well, Zebec is trending down. XRP trending down. XLM trending down. XCN trending down. And I can go on and on and on, coin after coin, project after project, talking about how we are just simply in a bear market. But this is building the infrastructure for Zebec and the foundation for the future, right? You have to understand that we are in a waiting game. This is patience that we are talking about. I have been holding other crypto projects for 5+ years. Some I am 5x up, but I'm still holding them because I understand the roadmap and I understand where they are going. And Zebec is relatively new in this game, and they're doing such fantastic things, building a strong core that is going to be unbreakable and push further to the upside and just grow their project, grow their credibility, grow their scalability, grow their reliability, right? So all of these things are going to be very good for Zebec, and I'm going to break it down all in today's video. And my video was corrupt in the beginning, so I'm going to edit this right to what is it? What is ZebecNET, which they are launching? So ZebecNET is a data-only eSIM mobile network built specifically for the Zebec ecosystem, and it's going to be powered by World Mobile Team's decentralized telecom infrastructure. Okay, so instead of relying on a traditional phone carrier, ZebecNET lets Zebec's payroll and payments and cards stay connected globally, securely, and without borders. I want everybody to think of it as financial internet access designed for money movement and not just borrowing. So maybe some of you guys don't know what an eSIM is. An eSIM is a digital SIM card. Everybody has a SIM card in their phone. It's usually on the side. You can take it out. That is your SIM card. And eSIM gets rid of that physical SIM card, and it is becoming an electronic SIM card, right? So it's not physical. It works almost instantly. You can switch networks, right? And it's very good for a global use. Now, ZebecNET is going to be data only, right? It's going to be optimized for financial activity, not social media, not streaming, financial activity. And it's going to be available in 70+ countries, right? And my guess is that that number is only going to grow as time goes on, as they enter new markets and new countries. Now, why does World Mobile matter, right? Because that is who they're partnering with, but why do they matter? And they aren't just a normal telecom company, okay? They provide decentralized mobile infrastructure, coverage powered by blockchain technology, and also connectivity in places that traditional carriers struggle to have, okay? Now, why is this important for Zebec? So I've made this little diagram. Let's make this larger. And like always, I make this chart. We have 5 points. Let's break down these 5 points and understand what it is. Number one, real world utility, right? You're going to hear me talk about this a lot. You've heard me talk about this a lot. I'm going to continue talking about it a lot, because still in other crypto videos that I have people say, oh, good project, but no real world utility. Well, here's the real world utility everybody always asks for. This isn't hype, right? Zebec is actually doing it. The Zebec Network directly supports payroll streaming, instant payments, debit cards, enterprise finance, right? This is an infrastructure that they're building. It is not a speculation. Number 2, always on connectivity. So I would say this relates to the financial connectivity, okay? For payroll, for payments, for cards. If you have downtime, that's lost money. If you have borders, there is sometimes friction. And a lot of traditional banking rails can be seen as slow. So ZebecNET is going to ensure that payments always stay live, right? Always on connectivity. Transactions stay synced and cards keep working globally. Okay. Number 3, borderless by design. So traditional finance, it breaks at borders. It relies on banks and it adds a bunch of fees and delays. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys have felt this. I have felt it. You go do something and there is a massive fee and you're asking yourself, why is that fee there? It makes no sense. It's just because these banks can do what they want because they are so big and you have to pay that fee. So Zebec now, as we know, it's going to hit 70 countries around the world, and it's not going to rely on those local banks. It's going to support that real-time settlements. And this obviously aligns perfectly with Zebec's mission, which is borderless money streaming. Okay. Then we have number 4, ecosystem growth. This one's very simple. I don't think anybody really needs a long understanding on this. More usage, more transactions, more Zebec demands means Zebec will grow as an ecosystem, right? People are going to be needing them. There's going to be a higher demand, and Zebec is going to be providing the supply for that demand. And then it just grows, right? Zebec grows as a project, price follows, and everybody is happy with it. And then the last, we have enterprise ready. Companies don't want an unreliable connectivity, right? They don't want a fragmented system. They don't want regular risk. Zebec Network is going to offer the complete opposite of that, right? So that's secure, dedicated financial connectivity. It's going to give predictable performance, global scalability, and that's what enterprises want, right? Fintechs want that, government wants that, global payment providers want that. So they're going to be interested and they're going to appreciate this partnership, and they're going to appreciate what it does and how it helps their own company, okay? So looking at the big picture, guys, please don't look at the now, right? Price is going down. I think it's going to go down even more. I'm going to talk about it in the chart in just a second, but you have to look at it in the bigger picture. I would say I'm relatively new to Zebec. I invested in Zebec a couple months ago, and that is a very short time, right? In comparison to something like XRP, I've been holding XRP for 5 years now, right? Am I in profit? Yeah. Am I in profit 5x on my investment? Yes, I am. But I think there is more growth on the table. I don't think we stop at 5x. I know what XRP is going to do. I see where they are going, and I see where Zebec is going. I'm going to be holding, right? These partnerships, all these things, they excite me. They just make my belief in the project so much stronger. So going forward, right, Zebec is now hitting that telecom market, and it's going to be providing very good things for very good businesses, and they're going to be looking into it. So that is the breakdown of the partnership. Now let's have a look at CoinMarketCap before I pull up the chart. Nothing too crazy, right? Down in price. I know everybody hates it. You're going to hate me because I say price is down. I can't make the markets. If I could, we'd be at $1 and everybody would be rich, but that's just not how that works. Market cap barely up. Volume very, very slow. 89% bullish, and obviously still waiting on that Coinbase and that Binance listing. Now let's pull up the chart. Let's go actually to Zebec and let's understand what has happened, right? So like I said, we are in a bearish trend, right? Everybody can see that bearish trend to the downside. It's a no-brainer. We've been bearish, and I think we're going to stay bearish. And where do I think we are going to go? Well, I always speak about liquidity, and I try to tell you guys about liquidity. And just looking at this chart before I tell you guys where I think price is going, I hope you guys yourself can see where I am about to draw liquidity. And that is right over here, right? Very, 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 very simple. Why? Because price swept liquidity, it swept previous liquidity, it swept all of these liquidities, and has not been swept in the future, right? So that's where I see price going. It wants to go lower, let it go lower, right? Don't fight against the trend. You see, people are not buying. They're not buying because we are not in this area, right? There's no confirmations here. There's nothing to tell us that this area right here is a good, strong buy. People are buying where it makes sense. And this just buying right here doesn't truly make sense when I think there is better return on the table for everybody, right? And my opinion is that we are going to sweep liquidity and then start going to the upside. Now, does price maybe want to sweep liquidity and go even lower? It's possible. It is possible. But let's have a look to the left, right? What other things can we look at? And there's something very, very strong. Something that I like very much, which I am seeing on this chart, which is this daily fair value gap right over here, right? We drag it all the way. We label it. And we understand that this is an imbalance in price. And we see that it's been tested. And now it is being respected once again. So does that mean price will 100% go for liquidity? No, I would prefer it to, because I like when liquidity gets swept and all of these buys right here get activated, and then we get that strong momentum shift to the upside, okay? Look what happened when we swept previous strong liquidity, right? We weren't able to sweep it here, but we did end up sweeping it. And like I said, price went down a little bit. It tested the zone, and then boom, it gave us a spike up. But because we are in a bearish trend, we continued downward. But still, it shows the strength of liquidity. So I think we are going to this area. Is it possible we do this? Yes. Do I want that? Not really. There's so many strong things here, our zone, our liquidity, for us to look out for. Not only that, but this is the first presented daily fair value gap in this imbalance sequence. And we know that the first one is a lot of the times the strong one. And because it's been tested, my belief in it is so much stronger. Now, maybe some of you guys are going to say, well, this zone is so far. This zone happened on May. How can a zone from May still be valid today? Well, there's no reason for it not to be valid, right? Have we ever closed below it? No. Have we respected it multiple times? Yes, we have. So why would time matter? Time does not matter in price and market structure. I can go onto the gold chart and I can go look at monthly zones and see from years ago where prices have respected and balanced off of, right? Just because it is far away doesn't mean price doesn't respect it. If price respects this zone, it respects this zone, right? Who are we to say that it doesn't matter? If price rebounds another 10 times in this area and then we get the push up, we know that price, and there's a bunch of buyers here that just say they don't want to go down, right? So it's as simple as that. You don't have to overcomplicate it, right? Until we start getting closures below, then we look for more liquidity and more zones. Do I want it to go all the way down here? No, I don't, but that is a good buying opportunity for all of the Zebec users. And I think that a lot of people that maybe haven't bought Zebec yet or want to scale in should have a little buying box in this area, an alert ready to go, kind of a mental note. Hey, this is a very good zone. I think I want to buy here, right? Now, this is the last thing I will say before ending the video, because I feel like this video is long and I've been talking a lot. And maybe there's not a lot of you guys still here. For all of you, the guys that are still here, maybe 5 viewers, 10 viewers, 15, who knows? 2, 1. I appreciate you guys staying till the end. You guys are the real people and the real community making Zebec possible. So the last thing I do want to say is, if you guys see very aggressive momentum, 2 days of aggressive momentum, and we just push right through, expect further downside potential. And then we could more likely than not be looking for this. But that's if the market will be very manipulated, right? I don't expect price to absolutely tear down through this zone because of it's been respected in the past, but it is possible. So just be wary about that. And then when price starts to steam out and then go like this, then you start entering, not when it is, you know, one week like that, 1 week like that, and you're like, whoa, what just happened? It is possible. Markets are manipulated, right? So that was my analysis on market, on the partnership. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, like always, leave a like, comment any questions, concerns, Zebec to the moon, what you want me to see, go over. Anything is appreciated. Hit that subscribe button. It really means the world to me. Make sure you guys do your own research because I'm not a financial advisor, and I'll see everybody in the next video.